Hey Polish Pals! Today I'm going to share a ton of beautiful fall toned polishes. There are some dark, deep, moody, vampy, sultry, foresty, just about every type of fall polish you can think of. I'm trying to finalize my fall polish rack for this year, and I just pulled a ton of polishes so I could see them on the wheel and kind of choose from there to fill the gaps in my current fall polish rack. I will be sharing that on the channel here really soon as I'm currently finalizing it. But today, let's look at 40 gorgeous polishes perfect for fall. For the most part, everything on the first wheel should be pretty easily accessible online, with a few exceptions. And as far as the second wheel, most of those might be a little bit harder to find. Again, with a few exceptions. I just noticed a trend with the wheels here. But starting with a super accessible, beautiful tone here is LA Colors Hocus Pocus, perfect for this season. This is like a deep berry purpley type of tone, and it has a little bit of a blue shimmery sparkle going on in there. It's really, really pretty. I feel like that blue does shift. It does go from like a blue to a pink to a gold in extreme angles. Really, really beautiful. This one I did find to be opaque in 3 coats. The one I can't wait to wear again is this Pretty Woman Sunset Chrome. It is so cool. It's got this red base, but it's got this really deep bluish, like silver overtoned chrome style multi-chromatic effect. And that does go from blue to a purple to a pink to a golden effect. There is kind of a red between the pink and gold, just such a beautiful shifty polish. And this one is another like bargain brand. I feel like it's a boutique brand, but I feel like they come at really fair prices. I really, really love this polish. And this one does come in at 3 coats for opacity to build up that really fun multi-chrome effect. I will go ahead and leave my Pretty Woman link down below for $5 off your first order from Pretty Woman. This next polish is absolutely gorgeous. This is a multi-chrome hollow polish. This one does come in at 2 coats for opacity, but the color shift on this polish is absolutely amazing. It does start at this like reddish deep tone, and the multi-chrome on this does go from a red to pink to gold to green to blue at extreme angles. It's absolutely stunning. This one is called Kira from the new Supernova collection from BCB Lacquers. This next one kind of reminds me of that last one in a way. This one I actually got from Hella Handmade Creations, and this one came from September 2022. Hella Handmade Creations is a fun indie collaborative monthly like pre-order site. It's a really fun one, and this polish is another multi-chromatic like deep inky tone. Again, this one does remind me of Kira quite a bit. This one does have a red to gold to green to blue multi-chrome. It kind of skips the red shift that this one gives in between those 2 tones. This one also has a different type of hollow. This has a hollow flake, so it's a little bit bigger of a hollow, and I feel like it just is a different type of polish, even though it has a very similar multi-chromatic effect. This one is also a 2-coat formula, really pretty one. I can't wait to try this one. The next one is another Supernova collection piece from BCB Lacquers. This one is called Arita, and this one actually has a really interesting shimmer that I don't think I've ever seen before. This one goes from a purple to a pink to a gold to a green to a blue, so it's just a really pretty multi-chromatic effect, again with the same type of finish that the Kira polish had, a 2-coat multi-chrome hollow polish, really beautiful. And this one again is Arita. This next one is actually another Pretty Woman polish. This is a 4-coat formula. However, it can be worn as a sheer jelly. I just choose to build it up. This does have a really beautiful deep blue shimmer that does shift from a blue to a purple to a bright fuchsia pink, and it's in this deep berry purple tone. So pretty. And this one is Aquarius from the Zodiac line. This next one is a Sassy Sauce polish called Avant-Garde 2.0. I did find this to be a 2-coat formula. However, this is one of the shiftiest purples in my collection. You don't really get to see it in the bright light here. This goes from a deep blue into a purple, into a bright pinky fuchsia, into a gold, into a green, into blue at the most extreme angles. Absolutely gorgeous. It's like a rainbowy polish. And again, this was a 2-coat formula. This is Avant-Garde 2.0 by Sassy Sauce. This next gorgeous beauty is actually a Dollar Tree polish find. This is the shade 909, and this is a deep navy base with this gorgeous red to gold type of shimmer. So deep and moody. I love this polish. This is a 2-coat formula, and it is a really nice formula. I love this polish, and I can't believe it for the price. Just, oh my goodness, so good. This next really gorgeous multi-chromatic shimmer polish is also by Pretty Woman. This one is called Stingray Chrome, and this goes from a deep tealy blue into a purple, into a pink and gold at extreme angles. This is another 2-coat formula. This is another one by Pretty Woman, and it is a great formula. The next one is kind of a dusty type of polish. I really love these like grayed off type of shimmers. This one is by Dom Nail Polish. This is a 4-coat formula, as it is a bit sheer to let that shimmer build up, but this one is Mother Purple Saber, so that is what I will say. But this is such a beautiful shimmer within this grayed off base. I love this whole collection. They all would work for fall, but I went ahead and pulled this one for like a moody sky type of polish. This next one's kind of fun. This is Forget Me Not by Funky Fingers. It is this really pretty, like metallic looking polish. It is a blue icy looking polish. However, it does have the slightest purpley pink shift and shimmer at the extreme angles. It is a 4-coat formula, but I feel like you get a really cool chromatic look out of this one, and it was kind of an interesting find. This one I found at Five Below. This next one is a beautiful tealy magnetic polish by Linby Designs. I absolutely love this and cannot wait to try it. Here that is with that cool magnetic stripe down the middle. I really love the way it looks with the hollow flakes. This one is called Nemophilist or Nemophilist? I don't know, you guys. I will put that word up on the screen. But yeah, this is a 2-coat formula. It is an absolutely stunning polish, and it gives a really outer spacey type of vibe. I feel like it has a really nice deep gemmy tone for fall though. This next one was a Polish Pickup Rewind polish. Polish Pickup is also a online indie pre-order site, and Rewind is the July month. Everybody gets to bring back one polish that has been released in the past. So this is one of those polishes. It's an absolutely beautiful teal polish with this gorgeous gold smattering of reflective and a shifty shimmer. It is a 2-coat formula, and that shifty shimmer does go from pink to gold to green. And again, I love the smattering of reflective in here. It's just extra sparkly. So pretty. This one is called Wet Spot by Sassy Sauce. This next one is actually a really beautiful green multi-chromatic polish by Pretty Woman, and this one is called Fairy Chrome. This one is seen here in 2 coats. And this has a green to blue to pink type of shimmer. You can kind of see that dark red from the pink trying to show itself on the sides. A really beautiful formula too. 2-coat formula on this one. Again, this is Fairy Chrome by Pretty Woman. This next one is a really fun one by Alicia's Lacquer, and this is called Falling for Flakes. This is really pretty, and it does have all of those gorgeous fall tone flakes. I feel like this has a little bit of a multi-chromatic or chromy look to the finish of the polish itself, and it does shift. It goes from like a goldy green into a teal into a purple. Really interesting. And again, those fall tone flakies look like leaves throughout the polish. So beautiful. I did find this one to be opaque in 3 coats. This next one is by Alchemy Lacquer, and this is another really pretty one. It kind of looks opposite of the last one. This one does have a blue base, but you're seeing that red-faced shimmer right now, which does also shift. This one shifts from that red to gold to green, and I really like the way this one looks on the nail. Really interesting. The finish is really different with the flakies. This one is only a 2-coat formula. I find that it is a really full formula. It's almost a jelly formula. It kind of has a teal base, but with all the flakies and shimmer, you don't see that at all. It's just so beautiful, and it looks like a green foresty, like brownish green grungy type of mashup. I just really think this is so beautiful for fall. The next one's really fun. It's like a brown toned polish with this blue to green to purple crushed looking shimmer. Really fun. I feel like these are micro flakes and it gives a really interesting finish. This one does come to opacity in 2 coats, and I really like the interesting finish with those micro flakes. I feel like it gives a really crushed look. And this one is called Slay the Giant by Crystal Knockout. Next up, I have another really interesting one by Linby Designs. This is another magnetic polish. This is a beautiful formula. Only needed 2 coats to opacity. I laid down the 1 coat and then went in for the 2nd coat to magnetize, and I did a little S magnet. It's a little swirly magnet, which is really fun and gives that cool strip. This really looks like a tiger's eye to me in so many ways, and this has a really big crushed flaky in there, like a silver flake, which is another really cool addition to this polish. The golden looking shimmer on here does shift from a gold to a green to almost a bluish purple at extreme angles too, which also gives this a really interesting look and finish. And this one was a magnetic called Metanoia by Linby Designs. This next one is one that I've been waiting to wear for quite some time. This one is by Great Lakes Lacquer, and this one is called Hoo Hoo, and this is like a really deep reddy coppery brown type of tone with a really beautiful shimmer in there. And the shimmer in there does go from like a gold to a green to a blue to a purple on extreme angles, and within the polish it kind of gets overtaken by this beautiful really coppery like jelly tone. It just becomes part of the polish. It's so beautiful. This is a 2-coat formula, and again, I cannot wait to wear this one. The last polish on the first wheel is Date Night by Pretty Woman Polish. This is a deep inky polish with this really pretty like cranberry-ish red large multi-chrome shimmer that does shift into gold. So a really pretty, interesting, different shimmery type of finish. I really love these deep like hidden shimmers. So sultry. And it leaves it with a little bit of mystery so that you're wondering what that color really is. So beautiful. And this is shown in 2 coats. This next one's really cool. It is a black jelly style polish with some gold and pink style flakies. It does only take 2 coats to build up. I love the hidden flaky effect in this. This is from the Golden Honey Fleck Flaky line from Sinful Colors. It seemed like it was really hard to get my hands on, but I'm glad I did. This is the Buzz Off black polish from that collection, and again, only 2 coats for this. This next one's really pretty. This is a multi-chrome polish with some flakies in there by Pretty Beautiful Unlimited. This was May's Polish of the Month back from 2020, and this one was a 2-coat formula as well. And this one does shift from a blue to a purple to a pink, and it does have scattered multicolored flakes throughout there. So pretty. This one is called River Run. This next one is by Poetry Cowgirl. I actually got this one from Polish and Beauty Expo. This one's called Chicago Dreamin'. It is a 4-coat polish. This is a deep purple polish with this really bright gold shimmer. It does go into green and blue at extreme angles. And again, this was a PVE exclusive, but this is a really pretty deep polish that I do feel like would be perfect for fall. The next one is a fun, glittery, shimmery, flaky bomb. This one is by Pretty Beautiful Unlimited, and this one is Prototype 264. This was only a 2-coat formula, but it's so full of so much goodness. Like, there is so many different types of glitters and flakies in here. It's just so cool. Next up, I have The Center Cannot Hold, which is a deep, fun, hollow, berry-toned multi-chrome polish. This does go from like that deep berry tone into a gold into a green, and it does have multi-colored hollow particle on there. This one is a linear hollow, so it does give a rainbow across the nail with those multicolored particles, It is just so beautiful and different. I love a linear hollow polish, but this is a multi-chrome with that effect, which is just so cool. It did take 4 coats to build up. I feel like I maybe just needed to shake my bottle, but it could be just to allow all this cool particle to build up. This next one is another prototype, but it's so gorgeous for fall. The colors on there are just spot on. The shimmer in this does go from a pink to an orange to a gold to a green. However, you get mostly orange shimmer out of this, and it's just so pretty. This is another one with all kinds of flakes in there, and I just love the way it looks on the nail. This one did only take 2 coats. This was a Jen and Berries prototype, and I love the purple flakes in there to kind of contrast with that really sunsetty orange. So pretty. This one is BKC 16, and this was again just a prototype, but this is such a pretty polish. One more prototype I have here is by Pinnacle Polish. It is this deep, deep red polish with this gorgeous smattering of glittery particle as well as some hollow. This is just such a fun, deep type of red, very vampy, very pretty. And this one was a 2-coat formula, so I felt like this was a really pretty formula as well. I love the way this one sparkles, and it does give a little bit of a gold shimmery shift in the right angles and lighting. This one is just called Prototype, and again, this one's from Pinnacle Polish. This next beauty is by BCB Lacquers. It is a gorgeous, shimmery, shifty polish, and this one did only take 2 coats. It does have the lightest little smattering of black particle in there just to break up that shimmer. It's so pretty. This is another one that goes from like a red tone into a gold. This is more of a bricky coppery red than the last one, which gave more of a berry vampy deep raspberry type of tone. This one almost gives an orangey in the red, so really pretty. Another 2-coat formula, and this one is called You Shall Not Pass. This was another polish pickup find. This next one is one I've waited far too long to wear. This is Kathleen & Co.'s Rosary P. Just look at that fiery, beautiful, sunsetty, warm rose style shimmer. So pretty, and that does shift into a gold and green. This one has a really soft, dusty look to it, and then it has that really pretty shimmer kind of trapped and hidden within that dusty base. I love the look. I love the look and would love to see more of this finish. This is a 2-coat formula, which I also really love. So yeah, really beautiful formula and love the dustiness to this. This one was also another polish pickup find. This next one is from the matte Sally Hansen Insta-Dry line, and this one has a really interesting plummy tone that has a little bit of a golden shift at extreme angles. This one is called Burnished Wine, and it does have a beautiful smattering of hollow buildup within there. I feel like it is a hollow flake. They are irregular looking glitters, and this one is a 4-coat formula. It was a very thin buildup, but I feel like it is so that you can see all the hollow through each layer, which is kind of cool. And this one again does have a little bit of a golden shimmer at extreme angles. This next one is actually a glitch polish from Plus Life Lacquers. That's kind of like a prototype or an off polish that is unreleased. So this is kind of a fun thing. I did do a haul video of their polishes here recently if you'd like to check it out. I got a ton of glitch polishes in that video, so I will leave that down in the description for you if you'd like to check it out. This is like a deep wine-ish, berryish tone with these beautiful shifty flakies and a matching beautiful reflective glitter. This is absolutely stunning and reminds me of a take on cranberry sauce. This is just so pretty, and I feel like this is gorgeous for fall. On the nail, I felt like it had just a bit of texture due to those reflectives, but it does give that beautiful hidden within, crystallic, gorgeous, gemmy twinkle. I love that look. And then those hidden away flakes in that like jelly berry base. So cool. I love this. This is just so gemmy and different. And this was only a 2-coat formula, so gotta love that. If you are a Stranger Things fan, this next polish is called Hellfire from the Upside Down collection. This one comes from Phoenix Indie Polish, one of my favorite Brazilian brands. You can find their polishes usually on Beautyometry, so this one is one I believe is still available. Absolutely gorgeous, multichromatic, like berry deep red vampy tone. You can see all the colors that it shifts to at the extreme angle of the bottle, going into a gold and green and blue. This is just such a magical type of multichromatic polish. I feel like these oil slicky style polishes can give a really cool rainbow gone dark vibe, and I love polishes like this, so this one is definitely a really cool one. For the most part, you get that really strong deep berry red with the gold on the right away shimmer, but on extreme angles, again, you get that golden green that kind of hover over that berry tone, and it's just kind of a cool large particle shimmer. So pretty. Again, 2 coats on this, so a really beautiful formula on this as well. This next one is by M&N Polish. This is another deep, multichromatic, fun, rainbowy polish. You can see how it goes from this deep bluish purple into a pink, into a gold, and then that green and blue at extreme angles. Another really pretty rainbowy rainbow slick. This is so gorgeous, and it's got this deep like purpley blue tone that hover over a berry toned base. This one is called Revenge. I actually found this polish at A Little Box of Horrors, which is another indie pre-order site. You can see how the blue and pink kind of dance with that purple tone in the middle on the nail, and then there is those gorgeous hollow additions in there. So really pretty one, and another one that I can't wait to try on my nail. This definitely gives me like fortune teller vibes. It gives me Starry Night vibes. It's just so pretty. And this one I found to be opaque in 3 coats. This next one's a really pretty dusty one by Phoenix. This polish is this polish, and I really don't think they look the same at all when you put them side to side. I mean, at the right angles, you get that same shimmer there, but that's about it. It's a really cool polish. This is a Shrek polish. This is a 2-coat formula, and this is called Girl Dragon, based off of the dragon. So cute. I love that brown, dusty type of base. The shimmer tends to float, which it does do in the bottle, but you don't get that brown orange tone like you get in the bottle on the nail. It's mostly berry tone with a really deepened, darkened edge. This next one is a really cool ethereal brown, if that is even possible. Like, this is such a cool polish. This has the brightest blue shimmer, and it has this grungy tannish brown type of base. I love it so much. This one is a 4-coat polish, I feel, to let that really pretty shimmer build up, as well as there is a smattering of really pretty reflective to give it that ultra sparkly shimmery touch. So this is really beautiful. It does kind of have one of those formulas where you have to build it up, but the shimmer does shift into a pinky purple, which is also really beautiful. This one is called Willis Tower Whiskey Sour, and this was another Polish and Beauty Expo exclusive from Fair Maiden, which I don't think is a brand anymore. The makers have split off into their own brands, but this is such a beautiful relic of their past. So pretty. The next one is a deep grungy green with a bright red shimmer. This is a 2-coat formula by Sweet and Sour Lacquer. This is called I Like It When the Red Water Comes Out. This was a polish pickup rewind polish, so another PP rewind, and this one was so pretty. I told myself no the first time it came out and absolutely had to grab it the second time. This is absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to wear this one. This next one by Red Eyed Lacquer is so beautiful for fall. I can't believe it. This is like a frosty golden green tone, and it has these fall toned flakies in there that look like leaves. So pretty. This one is a 2-coat formula, and I love that frosty look. It kind of looks like a metallic polish. This was just a mystery polish, but it is so pretty, and I feel like it is perfect for fall. This next one is by China Glaze. It is a deep green type of polish. It's got like a golden green type of shimmer. It's almost like a tealy base, but you don't really see it with that pretty green shimmer. It kind of looks like one of those trap wrapped within shimmers, and this is a 2-coat formula, really beautiful. This one is called Green with Jealousy, and this is a really perfect deep tone for fall. This next polish was considered an oops polish by Phoenix. I absolutely love it though. This one, maybe I could have done another coat. It looks a little sheer up here in the bright light, but I built it up in 3 coats. It's kind of a deep blue tealy base, but it has this gorgeous shimmer in there. It's kind of that pink to gold to green, but this also has all kinds of flakes and chunks in there and just gives it a really cool texture. This is another really fun and funky one that I really want to wear for fall. This next one's a really fun one. It gives a really fun, textured, gritty look, even though it is a multi-chromatic polish that does shift from a red to a green to a blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is called the Freak by Phoenix. This one is also from the Upside Down collection. It does have a beautiful smattering of like blue reflective glitters, which is really cool. And I love the way this one has that like multi-chromatic chrome slick looking oil slick look. I love, love, love this polish, and I love that it gives that gritty look. Sometimes the texture is smoothed out with top coat, but this one did not. It definitely still looks gritty even though it feels smooth, which is really cool. Visually, I just think it gives something really cool to the finish. But those are 40 perfect polishes for fall. I have decided to pull about 10 of these for my fall polish rack 2024. So that should be coming soon. And it was so fun to just look at all these beautiful autumnal colors. I have been feeling really inspired for fall, so I will leave a little more fall content down in the description for you in case you want to binge a little more fall nail polish content. But that's it for this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. And until next time, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me.